Okay. I'm I'm gonna like do the thing again where I just preface this. Anyone who's new to this channel or these videos, I speak while I draw at the same time, so none of the things I draw are really thought out, none of the things I say are that thought out either. Um, so yeah, that's just how it is, and yeah, so um, yeah, I kind of wanted to speak on something. It's kind of like not like a vague thing, but it's like kind of like a simple idea, but it's more of like a reminder, I guess. And that reminder is just I just want to like remind people that because I get caught up in this myself, but uh, yeah, you're allowed to like make bad things. I think like what happens, not what happens a lot of the time, but there can be like kind of like pressure just to the things that you actually enjoy in life, like if you enjoy drawing or if you enjoy like making music uh or any kind of like creative process in a way that you like you don't have to be great at that thing to enjoy it and I mean there are like a lot of things in life that I don't think are great, either like films or uh comics or paintings, that aren't like really great artworks, but uh, I can still like appreciate them or find something about them that I like, and I don't think people should have to wait for that, like you shouldn't wait to feel like you're gonna make something good in order to make it, and also if it isn't great, you shouldn't disregard it either. Um, so so yeah, because I mean, also a big thing with these videos is that I kind of have an excuse now to like make bad things, and I kind of touched on that in the last video. But things I'm making here, I just tell myself, well, I'm doing these, while I'm speaking, so it's not my full brain power, or whatever, and that's more of an excuse. So that's not even really a good thing. But yeah. So uh, yeah, I can't remember. Sorry, I had to adjust something, but yeah. So what's happening? Trying to remember exactly I was saying. But yeah, so I don't know, I think like a good workaround for this might be if you like drawing in a sketchbook or something and you feel you have to kind of make every page like perfect in a way, because you go through like stages where you feel like that and you're a bit more like controlling of the things you make. Or at least I've gone through that and I think people can relate to that. I would say that maybe just like treat everything like tell yourself that everything you're doing is like just a study, and that is not like super serious or something. Like you're just making studies and you're figuring things out because a lot of the time that is the case. Like you are just like figuring things out, and like most of the time as artists, that is just what we're doing. I don't think I think rarely ever you're actually going into something with full confidence, like knowing what you're gonna make and knowing the outcome of what you're doing. So I would say to kind of try to emphasize the studying aspect in your mind about drawing, like if you're an artist or if you're like a musician, like just kind of think about it uh in a more experimental way, like I'm just messing around, just figuring things out. 'Cause that is just the truth, We're always just like figuring our stuff out, and there's nothing wrong with that, obviously, at all. And I don't think that, and I think you'll enjoy, or we will enjoy ourselves more if we're um just kind of treating things more like we don't understand what exactly we're doing, but that's okay. Like we don't have to really understand every choice that we're making in order for it to be valid. And that goes the same for like conversation, I think, or I mean, because I also know with this, I'm going to say a lot of things that are wrong or that I don't exactly mean to say, but they're close to what I mean, and that's fine too. Like not everything you have to, not everything you say has to be like 100% right. Or as long as you're like willing to kind of be wrong, and willing to say to people like, yeah, I messed up, I didn't actually mean to say that, because a lot of the time it is just that easy, even with like artwork or something like that, you're allowed to like admit that you messed up in a way, or you weren't super confident or fully sure of what you're doing. It's like it's perfectly fine to do that. But I think there's always like kind of stigma that's attached with creatives where you feel like you have to kind of maintain a level, or like you have to kind of make people believe that you're in control, and I don't think that uh has to be the case all the time. I mean, you can do that if you want, if that like helps you. Um, but I don't think it's like always healthy, or if it's like affecting your work, I don't think it's maybe worth doing. But yeah, but I mean, at this stage, like going back to what I was saying about studies, like I'm pretty much like only making studies right now, or just kind of, uh, or like I'm just kind of working out like rough ideas. There's nothing at this point I'm really doing where I'm like super making like finalized work and stuff, and that's something I actually kind of like when I'm being like negative towards myself, like internally, something I would tell myself is that I never make finished artworks, and that means like I'm not a real artist. Like, oh, I haven't made like a real finished piece in like forever, so that means that I can't do that, and maybe I've lost that touch. But that's not true, and also like finished artwork, which is obviously kind of like a subjective term, but I think we all have a similar idea when you say that. But I don't think that's something. I don't think that's like the most important art form, or like or kind of most important like state of an artwork or something. They're like a lot more interesting artworks, or not a lot more interesting artworks, but they're artworks that are more interesting than like a finalized kind of fully rendered sketch that are just like a rough drawings or something. It's kind of just more about what it conveys and how it makes you feel, and that's obviously different for everyone, but that's kind of the case. There's no one way to kind of judge, uh there's no one way to kind of like apply quality to an artwork, and so yeah. uh yeah. And I'm getting a bit more comfortable with these silences now. I thought like sometimes it feels like I can hear like a fucking ticking clock when I stop speaking. I'm like, oh, well, the like kind of awkward phase has started, but at this point it's kind of just feeling more natural, I guess. But it's kind of funny, like during the weekend, I just like as I don't know, just existing, I just kind of put down things in my phone, like, oh, maybe I should speak about this and that, and yeah. But a lot of the time, I don't really speak about like one thing. I just slowly get to all of them because my brain's like running out of shit to say. So I'm just like kind of scratching um for ideas, I guess. But also like anyone that's watching, if you want to, um, I mean, you don't have to do this. I don't actually mind. Like if I have a kind of the people that watch these videos, I don't mind if they're like completely silent in terms like it's just kind of me speaking to nobody and stuff. I do quite like that, but I mean, if you want to, you can like comment on the videos and stuff. If you like want to just create some kind of feedback, like not like you have to say like, oh, I like this because of this, but if there's anything that I say that makes you think of something else that you want to reply, like feel free to do it. There's a possibility that I won't reply, but I will maybe like like speak further on that the next time I record, just because I'll probably be like in the same position, like kind of trying to scratch together stuff to say. So if that stuff can like you know pop into my mind, I guess that would be quite helpful. So you can do that if you want to, but it doesn't, yeah, it's not super important or anything. Okay, this is me from the future, basically speaking to you. The video that was going has technically ended, because after that point of the recording, someone like knocked on my door outside. Then I got distracted and I went and like ate an orange, and then it kind of just like ruined the whole flow of the video and the conversation and stuff. But I still liked a lot of the things that I said at the start of this, so that's what I've chose to include. So the drawings right now are just going to be sped up in the background. So yeah, I just wanted to like say it just so that you guys know what happened, and also know a lot of people just listen to this without watching it, so I had to put like an audio kind of cue in there. Otherwise you probably wouldn't even notice that the video was still going. So yeah, so that's done now. If you want, you can watch the rest of the drawings in fast motion. It doesn't really matter. It's more just so that it contains the whole, like, the end of the video equals the thumbnail kind of thing. And yeah, so that's that. If you have been enjoying these videos, that's like cool. I've got some like good reception from people now close to me, friends and that. So just because I mean this is still going, so might as well speak. But yeah, it's super cool to hear that people are actually getting something out of this. Like I'm not trying to be some like kind of artistic like fucking guru or anything like that. But I mean, I do have like a lot of things in my mind, and the fact that like people can relate to those things is like really cool. And yeah, I'm just kind of still trying to find the kind of motivation and stuff to keep doing this, because there are like benefits to it for me, but it's also like it's kind of tough to put yourself out there um like this and do it on quite a regular basis. So hopefully it doesn't affect my brain too much, and yeah, hopefully the people watching it can still enjoy and get something out of it. But I mean, yeah, yeah, I don't know. So that's that. And yeah, just thanks if you have been supporting this, and it does mean a lot, so I appreciate it. And yeah, maybe I'll try to make an effort also to, I want to kind of possibly promote, like, maybe put this on and just like sketch to it kind of thing. I don't know if I'll like maybe outright say that, like try and get it like a kind of more like make it a motivational kind of drawing thing or something like that, where you can just put this on and draw for the duration of it. And then I don't know if that's a good idea, but yeah, also if you have any ideas for like how to adjust this kind of concept and format, then please let me know. But yeah, anyway, thanks again, and yeah, that's it.